But my name is Shanique, and I am with Aspire TV.
Okay.
I'm super excited just to chat with you today, and we're excited just for a new season of Just Angela. You look
Thank you.
gorgeous as always.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, first things first, you brought us into your world last season, right? And you showed us how you navigated relationships and motherhood, self care tips and tricks, and fitness and beyond. What are some things that we can expect in this new season of Just Angela?
For this new season, definitely some dance lessons, some food. As a vegan, I feel like a lot of people don't know how to eat like a vegan and let it be good outside of just like salads, obviously. So my vegan chef comes on. I also am talking Black maternal health. I'm also doing some meditation stuff and attraction and teaching you how to pray and all that good stuff. Fashion tips, makeup tutorials. It's a lot.
Yes. And speaking of just like manifestation and the spiritual realm or whatever, what are some of the ways that you yourself, you're always on the go, you're super busy. How do you stay grounded and are able to kind of move barriers to keep that positive energy and influence on other women?
I feel like that comes with making time for yourself, even in the midst of chaos or being really busy. Like for me, my gym is my away time, my me time, my mental health time, my prayer, my meditation. First thing when I open my eyes, being able to really like hone in on my day. Like you have to find time for yourself. That's really the key.
Yeah, and here at Aspire TV, we live by the phrase "see yourself here," right?
Mhm.
So, can you tell me, you've been in the industry for a long time, but who was someone that you saw and you were like, you know what? They're doing something similar to what I want to do when I grow up, and kind of someone who inspired you.
I was inspired by so many different individuals growing up around so many greats. Like I just kind of got to see a little bit of everything and just decide who I wanted to be. Obviously, the greats like Beyonce, Oprah, all of the great people, Miss our First Lady forever, Michelle Obama, like all of these people have inspired me just by how great they are. They're great what they do. I'm inspired by multiple women though, and I'm inspired by just my surroundings overall. So it's been a lot of people who have inspired and impacted me.
Yeah, I love that. And you've inspired so many of us. I remember growing up, I had to get me a pair of pastries, right?
Oh,
Like
thank you.
I had to. And so with that, how do you hope other women see themselves reflected through you, especially as it pertains to Just Angela?
My thing is I want to be like your next door neighbor, like your friend. Like, with me, I try to be as honest and as vulnerable as I can and give as much as I can with keeping a tiny bit to myself because everyone has to keep something to themselves. But I just want to give hope where there are people who are in need of hope, or inspiration where there's no inspiration, or joy where there's like sadness. I just want to be able to help and uplift others. That's really my thing, is like where I can help, let me help.
Yeah, I love that. I truly do, just because, you have, just from what we see on social media and what we've seen in Just Angela, we can tell that you're just a very giving person. So I love that you say, reserving some for yourself, because we all have to do that. And so,
Most definitely.
yes, and last season we saw you highlight other entrepreneurs, especially some of our very own on the Aspire Marketplace. What is one of the greatest pieces of advice that you got as far as becoming and jumping into entrepreneurship?
So many pieces of advice. Some things that I've learned I can say is like persistence, being persistent and consistent in what you want, sticking to it, like really going for it. I think the hardest thing for entrepreneurs is sometimes it's just starting. I think people have wonderful ideas and they're like, how do I start? It's like, you just have to start. You know what I mean? Putting your steps in motion and actually just going for it. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, and just staying on the topic of advice, what are like three top gems, like Angela gems, if you will, that you would love to pass on to other women?
I would say as a mother, a lot of times I find like, or even not as a mother, like as a woman, you feel like you are constantly in giving mode, right? So I would say making sure you make time for yourself. So one of the gems would be making time for yourself. The other would be making sure you're doing what makes you actually happy. A lot of times we can get caught up in just going and doing that we're not focused on if it's actually making us happy. So making sure that you're truly happy, and if you're not, how to get there. Um, and I guess another gem would be to like you live once, so just go for whatever it is that your heart desires, fulfill whatever it is that you want to do, you know.
Yeah, and I only have two more questions, but one of them is just, you mentioned manifestation earlier. So we're in a new year. We're only in the second month. Is there anything that you haven't done or haven't accomplished yet that's on your bucket list for this year?
I always have a lot of things that I want to do and will do. Um, it's so many things. I mean, I just want to continue to expand Simmons Beauty, which is my skincare line. So I'm focusing in on that.
Yeah, and your skin is always looking super flawless.
Thank
So I love that you're sharing those tools with us so we can get our skin right too.
you.
Yes, and then just lastly, just if you could describe Angela in three words, what would they be and why?
I would go for fun, um, adventurous, spiritual.
Mm.
Spiritual because I'm gonna always go back to what grounds me and keeps me like together. Adventurous because I like to just try things and do things, and fun because if it's not fun, I don't want to do it.
Listen, same. Well, thank you so much, Angela. This was super fun, and
Thank you,
I'm just honored again to have spoken with you. And we can't wait for the new season.
thank you, thank you. I'm looking forward.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye bye.